So we're almost underway for this reserves clash between Leeds Rhinos and Hull KR, and it is Leeds that get the game underway. Jackson Field kicking off towards the west side. It's well taken by Adam Russlin, and the first carry from Dan Okora-Aro. Hull KR looking at a start strongly. There's a couple of big players in this team, including Corbin Sims, Brad Takarangi, players with NRL international experience. I say Sims now driving into the line, and it's a good carry from the big man. Can't quite get the offload away though. Ben Crooks, another that's got a lot of Super League experience. Alongside me for this one, reserves forward Tom Nicholson-Watton. Tom, early thoughts from what you've seen for this Hull KR side?
Yeah, they seem pretty big, pretty dominant in middle, getting them big carries in, but we seem to be coping all right to start with, so yeah, we'll see how we go.
Takarangi with that big carry in the arms. Free. Can't get the offload away though. So we're on the fifth tackle now with Hull KR in possession. It's Russlin. The chip towards the corner. There's Mackenzie Turner, looks comfortably under it and takes it over his head. Does well, Mackenzie Turner. Now it's Leeds looking to counter with Alfie Edgell. Big carry back into the line from Alfie. Both reserves and under-18s representative this season. There's a little fumble as well, and Judge does a knock on. It's a real coach killer when you give those sorts of errors away, Tom.
Yeah, it looks like he's not dropped it there, to be honest, but just a bit of a fumble. It's naturally at the floor, but you know, referee can't do it at all times.
It's a tough one to take, and defence has got to be really on point here, surely.
Yeah, goal line D is going to be tough here, but no, early days, there should be plenty of energy from the boys here. We'll get the ball back and go the length of the field here.
There's a couple of big boys, like we said, that the Rhinos have got to stop. Okora-Aro played a lot of 19s rugby last year as Crooks comes out this far side. Now it's Phoenix Laula-Tonga guy. Well wrapped up by Mackay, Bridgman, Reaney and company. So Will Gatiss, Miles Harrison too. Now it's Crooks back across the line. Hull KR really looking to build here, maybe get the opening score as Dawson tries to get over. That line is so close. Bailey Dawson. Round to the post here, Hull KR. It's with Crooks. Russlin tries to get the ball over the top. It hits Wilkinson on the shoulder and Leeds reclaim. Lucky there that pass didn't go as wide to Takarangi as what it could have been there, Tom.
Yeah, they look like they were tough there on the edge, but no, they did all right there. Good push from the middle in D, and easy mistake for them. Bit of a let off, but you know, we'll run hard here and get ball back in a good position.
It's Danny Salkel with that carry into the line. A big job for that prop, like I said, going up against NRL veterans such as Sims, as well as Hull KR's upcoming talent like Connor Moore. As now Leeds come over to this far side. It's a quick play of the ball. It was Gibbons with that carry. Sinfield kicks it, comes off the back of the Hull KR man who stayed down in the backfield. Players allowed to continue. I believe this is a signal to knock on, but I don't know which way this is going to go here, Tom.
Hull KR will get the ball back here. He didn't play at it, so it'll be Hull KR ball. Struggle for that, Jack. It looked like it was going to be a good kick into that left-hand corner. And all the boys will deal, so.
He's left Okora-Aro on the ground. Just receiving a bit of treatment from the Hull KR staff. Absolutely lashed into his head by Jack Sinfield there, just trying to clear his lines. There's a wedge is allowed to play on, which is good to see. So Hull KR with the ball on the Leeds 20 here with Takarangi. That's for Russlin. That's Wilkinson. That's on the 20. Paul played the ball, and that's another knock on. And Charlie Kavanagh with the error coming off for Leeds. Leeds survive again, and It's a more of a frantic start to this one, Tom. It's than what we saw in the 18s game. Not that there's obviously a lot of difference with the sort of quality that's out there at the minute, but frantic for both teams.
Yeah, there seems to be a few early errors here, but they were looking to get them out of the way, and hopefully we can get into more of a cycle game and get it going.
As Leeds coming forward, this time with Alex Mellor. One of the first teamers out on the field, plenty of Super League experience, as we know. The second rower, Bridgman Reaney with that carry. As Davis waits, sends it to Hurd, who carts it back through the middle towards halfway. But Leeds on the 5th with Sinfield. Gets his kick away this time, no one in the backfield. It trickles over the sideline, but it's out on the full, judged by the touch judge.
Jack will be filthy with himself with that. He knows he can do loads better, but the boys will be up here and get on back of it. I'm sure Jack will make up for it.
It's not a very uncharacteristic error from Jack. He's usually so clinical with his kicking game. It's something that has become renowned for among both the 18s and the reserves this season. KR. Get that ball forward. This is Ethan Ryan this time. Back in Leeds territory. Leeds not really made any meters in the opposition's half, but KR really coming forward here with Sims, who gets the offload away for Russlin. The ball keeps moving. This is Dawson. Keeps it going out wide as Tate is taken out by Mackenzie Turner. Good effort from the Leeds winger. But KR in full command here. Sims. Great offload the first time. This time wrapped up by 2 Leeds men. Really good effort from the boys. In pink. The ball comes out too, and it's judged to be a strip. Sims wanting that quick play of the ball, but the referee's going to pull it back here for a play again. Unfortunate there, but the boys under some real pressure now.
Yeah, they are. This is where they need to front up and go at him and get him.
As KR. Hit the line, big carry from Connor Moore. And the props out on the field as Kavanagh waits to send it to that left-hand side. Crooks. Danger here for Leeds. He's got the fend on Gatiss. But Leeds do well. There's enough defenders out there to stop the man, but they go wide, and it's an opening try of the game for Ethan Ryan, signalled by the referee. Leeds just caught a man down there, Tom.
Yeah, it looked like they had control of it, the play of the ball, but didn't look up, and just an easy try, really, bit of a letdown.
It's clever from Lalatonga guy. When probably would have looked to spread the ball back across, noticing there was the extra man.
Yeah, clever, really clever play, but what boys won't be happy with that at all.
It's not the way you want to open affairs here at Stanningley. Hull KR taking the early 4-0 lead after only 7 minutes or so. I was just going to wait on the conversion. I believe this will be. I believe it's Ben Crooks that's kicking over on that edge. A couple of kickers in the lineup as well. We can't be too disheartened by obviously conceding early. It's a pretty long game to go. Yeah,
there's plenty of time left, but I'm sure we'll get a good defensive setting, get the ball in a good position, and go back at them. How important,
speaking as a forward, how important is sort of dominating both in defence and attack going to be for the boys now?
Yeah, it's going to be huge. It's got what's going to win us a game. Hull KR have got some big boys, but we'll be able to deal with them, and hopefully our outside backs can show their skill off the back of that.
As the conversion is missed by Crooks, leaving the score at 4-0. And Leeds, not like we say, not with a mountain to climb just yet. Also coming into this game off the back of 2 defeats, the young Rhinos after losing to Wigan here last time out, as Russlin takes that carry. Now it's Okoro Oroa. Gets Hull KR to the 20 with a wind in their sails currently. The Robins. Sims. Carry the line, looks again for that offload. Nothing doing this time. Kavanagh out dummy half, gives it to Sims. Forward coming forward again. Really big plays here from Hull KR. Leeds really need to muscle up at the moment. Dagger. Onto Wilkinson. It's forced down under the tackle of 2 there for Leeds. Takarangi now. Fends away from 2. The arm comes free again. He's so energetic, Takarangi. He's going to be a difficult man to wrap up this afternoon.
Yeah,
this evening.
He's got great hands as well. Big blokes with great hands. Aren't the easiest to play against, but the boys will handle them.
It's a high kick. He goes up for Gatiss, but there's try scorer Ryan there first, but good work in the end from the young winger who's got such a great try scoring record so far this year. I think it's 8 for the under-18s. What's he like in training? He must be full of confidence.
Yeah, he loves it, does Will. He loves getting them tries in, and especially you'll see him now take some yardage carries for the middles to have a bit of a rest up, and yeah, there we go again. He's the top meter maker every week in the under-18s. You know, he smashes everyone else out the park, so he definitely deserves this spot.
Like we said, Gatiss, that man taking the ball in there. Now it's with Mellor. Working out to the edge, but that ball again lost by Leeds. Just don't look like they've even settled yet in this game. It's, like I said, it's been a bit frantic, but that early try must have just accelerated any way of us really settling in.
Yeah, maybe. We'll just see. We'll see how they go now. See how they do up, and it's early doors anyway, so plenty of the game left to go.
There's a couple of new faces among the Leeds team. This is Alex Mellor's obviously first reserves game of the season, but also Sam Davis and Jacob Ogden coming from York as that ball goes back and the referee waves so it still remains the first tackle here for Hull KR. Kavanagh. Okoro Oroa gets Hull KR almost to the Leeds 30. Set restart as well. That'll be a thorn in the side of this Leeds outfit who have just had to defend for this opening 10 minutes. Kavanagh. Rustling, flat pass for Dawson. That's a wrestle away. Sinfield does well. Gets him down on the just shy of the 10 metre line. Sims. He's going to keep the ball moving the loose forward. No, he doesn't. Gives it instead to Connor Moore. Now within 5 here, Hull KR. This is looking ominous yet again. Kavanagh. Rustling. Nice connection here. Lalatonga guy out wide. And a try for Will Tate. It's back to back for Hull KR. We're making a real statement here, Tom.
Yeah, really good vision there by Phoenix. And yeah, bit of a 3-on-2. You should win them every time. It was good skill, but the boys will go again. We'll go again. Nice
connection there. So Rustling and Lalatonga guy, like we say, what pass that was to get it out wide and notice the space for Will Tate. Again, just a thorn in the side of this Leeds outfit at the moment. Under so much pressure, not really had any chance to attack. So when we have the ball coming forward, it's silly errors and coach killers, you'd say, that have just let us down.
Yeah, 100%. It's making the game harder for the boys. You know, the more we don't have the ball and the more errors we make, the more D we've got to do. And hopefully they don't get into a spiral here and where it's just D for the full game, and then we don't get a chance to show what we can do and our ability.
We'll just wait for the kick. It is Dagger, apologies, who's converting for Hull KR. He's missed with that first attempt. This is his second, pretty much from the exact same position, but on the opposite touchline. Tries to swing it across, but again, goes well wide. Score remains Leeds Rhinos 0, Hull KR 8. And Leeds back in the familiar position of having to restart. Sinfield back in the middle. Not really been able to see the likes of Jacob Ogden really stretch his legs yet. So Mackay Bridgman-Reaney as well on the opposite centres as Sinfield gets it back underway with the restart. Same side, down towards Rustling. It's almost the exact same play again as Okoro charges that ball. It's a big carry from the prop. It's Hull KR. They're coming up with the error there, and Leeds reclaim. Davis works his way out to that right. Cuts back off the left, across again. Sims is there. Now it's time for the boys to build.
Yeah, that were a silly mistake by them. But it's an opportunity for us, an opportunity to get a try here. The boys are in good position and sure we'll do well.
As Leeds with Davis comes to this left side, gets the ball moving for Ogden. The flat pass on the line is collected by two. It's probably the best position Leeds have been in this half so far. Sinfield drops the ball back inside. Marshalling the troops here, Jack. But they get on the short side. Field trying to weasel his way across. He's so close. No one there just yet, though. Davis goes himself. Try time for Leeds. Davis going straight up dummy half, using that error from Hull KR to their advantage. Makes a score. Leeds Rhinos 4, Hull KR 8, kick to come. Great try, Tom.
Yeah, that was a really good try off back of Ollie's carry. He played the ball really quickly and opened up for Sam to start through. So yeah, great effort.
The game's just hit the 15-minute mark. We knew something had to give. It just shows how powerful errors are as well, in that actually both of the Hull KR tries to get off the back of errors. Leeds, first opportunity, first error that Hull KR are giving away, and it's try time. Let's hope it's not one of those games, but it certainly helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just shows you, like, any error in, well, silly mistakes really, teams can easily score off the back of it, like we've shown there and like Hull KR have shown as well. So no, they'll get ironed out during the game, and I'm sure it'll be a much more interesting game as we get on.
Sinfield with the conversion, cuts it to a 2-point deficit. And that'll be a bit nicer now for the Rhinos, knowing they've got that try under their belt. It's not as much of a frantic opener as we've had so far. So that kick, he goes way out on the full. We'll talk about how errors are going to be possibly going to play a bigger part in this than we thought. That's just silly from such an experienced player like Dagger. Just getting that over the sideline, leads the ball back on the halfway. It's almost a gift, isn't it?
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that, especially from, at this level, but their mistake is our reward at the end of the day. So we'll see how the boys go. Hopefully we can have a similar set to last.
A nice try scoring set would be just the ticket, I think, for Chev Walker's side. It's Ogden. Taps and gives it to Sinfield. Gives it to Gibbons, who works his way back into the middle of the field. 30 metres away, right at the centre of the park here, Leeds. Davis. Edgell. Harrison on the cut pass to Mello. Sends it back on his inside. Leeds, this is looking really good here for the Rhinos. Gibbons gets the ball out wide. It's a poor pass, but Turner manages to pick up off his bootlaces. Mackenzie Turner, what a show of pace. He knows this pitch so well, the Stanningley lad. He just manages to do so well to get over. Brilliant try again.
Yeah, it just shows, even off Joe won't be too happy with that pass there, but off the back of that just shows what pace and talent we've got in this team. Kenzie's the quickest at the club, and it's just shown then.
Such a speedster. Mackenzie Turner, so good. And like yourself, knows this pitch just so well after playing your amateur rugby down here.
Yeah, Kenz will know the pitch well. Played for ages here, played for 4 or 5 years, so no, it's on home soil for Kenz. That's his second try of the season after scoring his third try, sorry. He scored a double against Bradford in the game earlier, in the opening game earlier this year. We wait for Sinfield to convert, but obviously taking that a little bit longer as he's from the sideline. This is the first of 2 games that are coming up this month for the reserves, as on the 30th of April, Chev Walker's side travel to Wakefield to take on Wakefield Trinity's reserves. As that's a brilliant conversion. He's made up for the
error with his kick earlier. He's making up for it now.
Yeah, 100%. That's just Jack all over that. He can kick them from anywhere, and it just shows again how silly errors like that kick off there. Great teams can punish other teams and score off the back of it. So
look for a better kick now, Dagger, to get us in the restart, and it is. And Sinfield takes it for Danny Salkeld, who powers up, and Corbin Sims meets him. One of the young guns coming through against one of the veterans on the field. Can't imagine being hit that hard. That must have rattled the bones a little bit.
Yeah, Danny loves that stuff though. He'll love that contact, and it'll just accelerate his game here and give him a bit of a confidence boost. That's just Dan all over. He loves a big whack.
It's Davis out dummy half, nice darting run, gives it to Mella. Just can't shrug away the challenge of the Hull KR man. It's Ben Crooks who made it, and Davis with the show and go. Again, Crooks up to the task. Now on the 5th, Sinfield. Under pressure from Dawson, gets it away nicely. Trickles down towards Laula Tonga guy. It's knocked on though. Big error here. Leeds always turning it around. It's a shock 10 minutes, but they're just turning the tides.
Yeah, that was a great effort by that left edge on that kick chase and forcing the error. So yeah, we'll see if we can score here. Should do.
Jacob Ogden and the try scorer Mackenzie Turner, the two players that were first to it. Ogden and Davis, two players that, like I said, have come from the City Knights of York, along with Miles Harrison, who's one of the 4 youngsters who've come through their Excel programme. Toby Warren, another, he's on the bench for this one. As it's Sinfield onto Edgell, looks to put on a bit of footwork. He's so much full of confidence, isn't he, Alfie Edgell? Just can go whenever he needs to. It's Sinfield back across the line to Salkeld because of the tackle of 2. Davis, the try scorer as well for Leeds, sends it to the right. Sinfield, dummies, goes himself. No gap for him to squeeze through this time. Davis, Harrison. Almost tries to throw the pass, but then thinks better of it, keeps hold of it himself. Instead taken down by Crooks as they go down that short side with Mella. He's so close on the 4th again. Leeds knocking on the door. Davis, out of dummy half again, and he's in. Great work again from Sam Davis. Gets the hooker a second of the game. Just, it's about being aware, it's being sharp and catching those Hull defenders on the back foot.
Yeah, small and powerful is Sam, so if he sees that gap he's going to go for it. He's done it twice now. So yeah, no, really good from him.
And from going from being 2 points down to now leading by 8 with a kick to come. What a turnaround for this Rhinos side, who definitely don't have the Super League, NRL or international calibre that Hull KR are boasting tonight, but making up for it in creative plays. It's just Sam Davis. 2 great individual efforts, but also the boys really working their way forward. The forwards doing some great work. And we've got players like Mackenzie Turner, Will Gatiss, Mackay Bridgman-Reaney. We've not even mentioned his name yet. No doubt we'll hear it in the second half or even in the remainder of this game as we're hit 20 minutes to go. Sinfield looking to convert. Tries to swing it back around. Flags go up. And that's another for Jack. Takes the score to 18-8, a 10-point advantage. Oh, wow, these tables have truly turned top.
Yeah, it just shows you how quickly a game can be turned around and the energy battle that we've won there and how that can be changed and won really easily. We're just setting the tempo of the game now. It looks like it's going to be on our terms for the rest of it. So,
as that's then small error there. No one shouting for who wanted that one. Mackenzie Turner looked a little confused whether Ogden shouted for it or not. Gives Hull KR the ball back in a dangerous position. We talked about tables turning and it's truly another moment, I think. It's Hull KR, 50 metres out with Moore. Plays the ball. Sims. Always energetic, Corbin Sims. He played on his rugby at St George, Illawarra and Brisbane, just to name a few, the Fijian international. It's Hull KR. 5 metres short, not even that. Short pass, Sims hits the deck. It's well held up, good effort there from the young Rhinos. Just to make sure that the loose forward doesn't get over.
That's great from Ollie, is that an Alfie in the middle. Such a big body on running hard as well. No, really good effort.
Lalatonga tries to break down that edge. Gaitis up to the challenge. Also boosted by the confidence that those 3 back-to-back tries have given him, as Sims again gets the offload away. This could be a very characteristic thing, as here comes Rustling. Can he get the ball down? He's got with the back. And he's held up too.
That's great.
Really spirited defence here.
Yeah, great again from Alfie Edgell, managing to get over, and there's no loss of enthusiasm there from the boys to jump on top of it and help him out. So no, really good team effort.
This Dagger kicks for the corner. Gaitis a little bit further than what he needed to be, and it's Ryan that's gone up and comes down, and a small misjudgment there from Gaitis. It proves fatal. Hull KR score again. It's a try score. It's a try fest at the minute.
Yeah, just saying again, how tables can be easily turned off that kick-off error from us, and then they've scored on the back of it. It was just exactly similar to theirs, where they've kicked out on the full and we've scored off the back of it. So no, hopefully these errors get tidied up and we can see more of what the boys can actually do.
Obviously prolific try scorer for Ethan Ryan, both more in the Championship as well as Super League. Joined from Bradford Bulls. It was just an easy take in the end off the back of that Will Dagger kick across the field. He's not been too pinpoint with his kicks as the Hull KR number 19, but when it's mattered, he's made them count. And he will look to convert his first of the evening from another tough position out on that touchline. Not making him easy kicks from at all. As he slices that one across the face, the flags stay down again. Score remains Leeds Rhinos 18, Hull KR 12. Interesting to see there's been no movement from the bench yet. Chev's just leaving the boys to do the work. He trusts the guys that are out there.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any issues. Middles are going really well, seeming really fit, and there's no energy loss, so there's no need to change him.
As now going in at the line is Crooks. Across the field, try scorer Tate. Both wingers on the scoreboard so far for Hull KR. Ethan Ryan, the most recent. Score remains 18-12 in favour of the home side. Kavanagh goes down the outside. Kick forward by Rustling, gets it in over the touchline and just forcing Leeds back into an uncomfortable position again. Forced them to come 10 metres away from, or so, 15 more likely, from their own line. And a bit like the under-18s game that we had last week, it's until our boys took the game by the scruff of the neck, it's continuing to just swing between the two. It's Turner. Pushed back by 2. Now Leeds are going to make a change. Toby Warren coming down the touchline. Now it's Ogden. First carry for the Jamaican international as Warren makes it onto the field for Salkel, and that's a pretty tough tackle there from on the centre. Easy penalty for the ref to give that.
Yeah, easy. It's obvious he's landing on his head there. Be surprised if he... Well, won't be surprised if he don't give a card.
He's having a conversation with the linesman. See what he's going to go here. And he has sent Adam Rustling to the sin bin. And that'll be him for, I believe, the remainder of this half. There's about 10 minutes or so to go. Now it's whether Leeds can take advantage of both the field position they'll get from this kick from Sinfield over the sideline, but also the extra man. It's surely going to turn the tides again, because it's inherently always harder without the extra man.
Yeah, 100%. You've got to cover the field, but there'll be no doubt here that we can score, but there'll be no doubt in OKR minds that they can defend it here. So no, we'll just see how they go.
As Hurd with that carry, Davis waits, sends it to Warren, who gets the first carry in. The young man who ends up on the floor. Big contact there on Tom Wilkinson, but Leeds unfazed with Sinfield. Come back across. Davis looks the same way, decides to abort and come back to the right. Harrison loses it in the contact, picked up by Harrison again. Ogden, it's play on here. The centre just keeping moving. Taking play to the whistle, and Leeds very much doing that after that. There was lots of shouts for a knock on, but Leeds still in possession. Field goes down just short of the 5 as we reach the 5th tackle. Sinfield goes to this far side. They're not kicking, they're going over the top, and that pass from Edgell has to be batted down in the end by Will Tate. Panic stations there totally for Hull KR. They had to do whatever they had to do to stop that.
Yeah, 100%. That man Simbin's now starting to show for him, so we're starting to take advantage of it. You know, nearly a try scoring opportunity there, but we get the ball back and we'll go again.
Better be really pleased if he'd have got a second there. Mackenzie Turner, not quite in the style he got his first, but we know he can finish in most circumstances. But most likely, if he's got the pace behind him, that's the real threat of the man.
Yeah, 100%. Kenzie, it's number one threat to space, but he's a bag of talent. He's got amazing skills, and there's no doubt that there'll be things but his pace getting him over the line.
As Leeds, Ogden going back on the inside. He's got 3 or 4 players on him there. Said does really well to keep his feet and get the play of the ball. Leeds, can they use the extra man? Get the ball back here for Harrison, who checks, tries to go back on the inside, but Hull KR slide defence gets to him first. It's Field. Goes out the back, Sinfield. This is looking ominous here. Great pass. And another try for Leeds. It's Joe Gibbons. Over in consecutive games. Scored against Wigan a fortnight ago. It's back on the score sheet again here. Extending that Leeds lead. It's 22-12 with a kick to come. 10-point advantage restored, Tom.
Yeah, 100%. That was a great try from Joe. You know, that's one of Joe's biggest talents, that the line nicking it and skipping overs there, spotting the gap, and Jack just hitting him perfectly. So, no, really good try.
It's that, like we've said already, it's that extra man playing to our advantage. Just it's relatively easy when you've got players like Field that can play passes that are that clinical, and then Jack, most of the time, you can rely on him to find the right pass, make the right play.
Yeah, 100%. You know, that was great from Ollie, digging right into the line, and perfect ball for Jack there, giving him plenty of time. Just Ollie going in tight middles up, really give Jack some time and time to look up and see what there were, and that gap opened up for Joe and he was straight through it.
The Sinfield from a better, easier position. Nicely slots that one. 4 out of 4 for the half-back. Just a note, Tom, for yourself. Obviously, not action at the moment, out through injury. Just how's that rehab going, and when are we likely to see you out on the field?
Yeah, so 4 weeks post-op now, so should be back at end of July, maybe beginning of August, but we'll see how we'll go. Hopefully I can do it a little bit quicker than that. Might see me back a little earlier. It's been a
little bit too long, but the fire's still in the belly. You can't really wait to get back out there yourself.
No, 100%. I've not played since August, and you know, there's a bit of a rehab crew with the boys who haven't played, and there's plenty of energy, and you know, there's no heads down or anything like that. We just do our bit and support the boys when we can.
There's Leeds with Hurd. I don't think he's gone off the field, Joe Hurd. He's done a really good effort. As the prop, Mello with that carry. As Gators steps goes on his outside, tries to beat believe that's Ben Crooks. It's that must be the biggest matchup out there. Will Gators at about 18 and Ben Crooks, one of the oldest, you'd say, for Hull KR. It's great to see. That's what reserves rugby's all about. The development that someone like Will Gators will get from going up against a man who's played for many clubs, Ben Crooks, as Sinfield kicks in behind. Felix Tonga guy is there. Good chase as well from Leeds. Evades the first tackle, but again, there's 2 more men there to take him out. Hulk under all sorts of pressure now. So that was Ryan coming in off the wing. Tate taking down the 20. Leeds commanding here. Fields makes his way over to the sideline. Hopefully that's nothing too serious for Ollie as Billy Davis heads out into the action. His first reserves game of the season. Was he going to see him pre-match, Tom? Was he excited?
Yeah, Billy's he's a good character. He just loves playing. He's just anything game. Billy loves it, and I'm sure it's his first game of the year. But he'll rip in, and you'll see some skill from Billy. And I'm hoping some big shots as well.
Well, that gets lucky there. Lucky bounce, 100% there from Hull KR, and they're allowed to play on here. Kick out wide. Ogden's there. Good taking there for the centre, but panic stations were on there for Leeds. The kick just came off the foot of Harrison and luckily bounced back into the arms of Ethan Ryan. They just can't get the pass away, but instead they look for that kick. Ogden nicely under it though. And Leeds in possession here. Davis, first carry for the young man. Fresh off the bench. Providing a lot of energy, I think, Billy, as well as Edgell now starts to spot a gap in behind, races into it, chopped down by Kavanagh. Now Davis thinks I'll have a go as well. Moves Leeds just towards halfway. Mellor. Hurd tries to get away and does so. Does a really good job there on Bailey Dawson. Brought down in the Hull KR half. Davis, Sinfield, looks like inside ball. Gibbons is there. Is he going to break on Joe here? No. Unlucky. Great to see that the back rower just spotted the gap. Eager to charge to it if he can. But Leeds, again, with the extra man. Mellor this time, going down just short. Keep going to that far side as Warren carries at the line and goes down on the 4th. Now we're on the 5th. Whereabouts the Leeds going to go here? There's a halt in play though. A small stoppage. To approach half time, but what do you think? What do you think Show will be saying in the break, Tom?
As you can see, they've just got a bit of a roll on and just went out wide. The big gaps are in the middle, so I'm sure Show will be telling them to rip through guts of him, and you know when we do get that roll on, punish him through middle because we're matching him and beating him here. So yeah.
Is he a calm head or can I be a bit of a hairdryer sometimes?
I've not been in changing rooms too often when this year, but I'm sure it keeps calm and but yeah.
As it Leeds with the kicker behind, it's an interesting kick. It hits the post pad, I think, there, and in the end, Phoenix Lalatonga guy just has to get rid of it. Still, the pressure is on Hull KR here. Now a dropout. It's just all adds up. Leeds will be really happy with how it's going towards the back end of this half. Not just with the sin binning that's really changed the feel of this game. After the frantic start, it's Hurd. Carried back into the line by the prop, wearing number 8 for Leeds. Just a little bit slow as Davis now gives it on to Davies. Moves Leeds into striking range here. 20 metres out now, the Rhinos. Mellor, Harrison is forced down under the pressure of Corbin Sims. Instead, Davis darts. Is he looking for a hat-trick here? Sam Davis. He's so close. Now Harrison. Mellor. Sinfield. Keeps the ball moving here. Edgell. Wide ball. On for Mackenzie Turner. And in the end, it's an absolute strolling for the winger. It's proving to be a game for the wingers this evening. 3 tries for the 2 Hull KR wingers, and that's Mackenzie's second. Just extending that lead a little bit more.
Yeah, 100%. That was a great try from the boys. They'll be gutted that the half-time's coming because we're really starting to roll them here and show what we can do. It'll be a bit of a let-off for Hull KR that half-time's come, but no. Nice little bounce pass by Alfie Edgell to Kenzie there.
It would have been nice if it had been a straight pass into the hands. I think he'd have appreciated it a lot more than having to pick it up off his bootlaces. But thankfully, because there were that extra man, he had the space and has, of course, as we've said already, has the absolute pace. He's got speed to burn, Mackenzie Turner. And it'll be Sinfield looking to add the extras. It's a bit more of a convincing half-time score here at Stanningley, well attended by the spectators just below us. There's Sinfield now. Tries to loop that back through. The claps go up. And that is a 5th try. And that marks half-time here at Stanningley. A frantic first half, but Leeds finally settled down. Hull KR got into an 8-0 lead early on. Ethan Ryan and Will Tate scoring for the visitors before Leeds hit back through Sam Davis. Mackenzie Turner then got his first of the afternoon before Davis added his second. Hull KR came back into it again. Ethan Ryan taking a good kick across the field from dagger, but the sin binning of Adam Russell proved fatal as Turner and Joe Gibbons also added their names to a growing score sheet. Jacksonville also converting 5 to make the half-time score 30 points to 12. So back out for the second half. Leeds Rhinos Reserves taking a 30-12 lead into the break over Hull KR Reserves. Brilliant first half. Tom, just what were your thoughts overall?
Yeah, bit of a let-off to be honest. We started, after that patch of 10 minutes, we still really started to get over top of them. We've been really good, really good, so see how we go.
Well, it's Ogden with claiming the early error. He's saying a knock on there. Sort of had a hint of that. I think he might have given that as a knock on. He didn't look too clean, the centre. But you did say throughout, even though there was that patchy period, you did say, the boys will come good, and they truly did.
Yeah, came good. Just as I say, just a bit of a let-off at half-time. It probably came a bit early for us, but no, I'm sure the boys will carry it on now, so yeah.
Really muscled up in defence, really been able to deal with those power forwards that Hull KR do possess. That's just a little bit of a messy scrum there from the Robins. So with the feed now, 20 metres away here, Hull KR with Dagger going in at the line, short pass for Crooks, tries to get away from Gators and does so. Back across the centre of the field and just can't get away from Gators again. But the winger does really well to get him down this time. Now across the field, Cora row. Has to pound his way over. He's so short, Hull KR. More resilient defence shown by the Rhinos. Sims tries to get away from Hurd and does so. Pass thrown by Tom Wilkinson, who cuts back inside. So close to back rower. There's Verity on the field for Hull KR, and that's unlucky there. Panic stations again. Will Tate in possession. He's got one try already in this game, but just forcing the error, forcing them to play quick, forcing them, to think fast. That's probably what made that breakdown.
Yeah, 100%, and that's credit to our defence there. Just the pressure from the inside, and Kenzie pushing him to make an error there as well.
I believe we are back up to 13 each side as well. So it just went off with about 10 minutes to go, did Adam Russell, so should be back on the park now. As Leeds. Bit of a high ball there for Warren, but the young man does well to take it into the line under pressure from 2. Takarangi being one of them. As now Davis powers up, uses his pace, beats 1, gets a few more metres post contact. She's great for the second row. And now Davis What do we have? Trying to get a penalty for offside, but gives it to Gibbons, who cuts it back across to the 40. Davis again. At the heart of a lot of what Leeds are doing well at the minute, Sam Davis. Now it's Alex Mellor. Quite half from the Leeds first teamer, along with a couple of these. Although sort of Jack Sinfield's kick across the field is a clever kick in the end. Actually, that bounced in the field of play. Just used the wind to his advantage.
Yeah, 100%. That was a great kick from Jack. That tough to catch as well, and really good. Lucky it just hit the grass before it went out. Smart from Jack.
Really smart. And there was a claims that I think it thought that it had gone out on the full. So a couple of those in the first half. So it must be a little bit more breezy than what it is from our commentary position. As Leeds reel another change. This time, Joe Hurd, who's done a really good stint. I can't cover the minutes. He must have done about 40 minutes. Joe Hurd coming off the field, gets a well-deserved break. Holyfield back out on the park. It's great to see. There's a whole man left down in back play. We're playing on still with the Robins in possession. Kororo gets Holkar over halfway. Sims back into the markers. Mackay Bridgerini wasn't backing down at all there. Tracked the man and put a big shoulder in him as well, just for good measure. Leaves him on the ground. Set restart being called, but referee says play on. Dagger. Now it's for Laula Tonga guy. Tries to open up a bit of space. Spent a lot of last year at Keighley, one of their top players. Such a young talent, as well as quick hands here. Come out wide. Looking for Tate. So Ethan Ryan for the hat-trick. And it is Ethan Ryan with the hat-trick try. Great again from Holkar, just exposing that edge. And Lawatonga guy, we didn't see a lot of him in the first half, but he's truly announced himself in the second half.
Yeah, he seems really good down the short side, and KR showing their skill there and their effort to get to the ball. So yeah, no, good try by them, but the boys will put in a good D set here and get the ball back and go good.
So to score, Leeds Rhinos. I'll just cut it anyway. Taking the score to Leeds Rhinos 30. Holkar 16 with a kick to come. So Dagger again looking. Think of any in the first half. Looking to convert his first in this second. Swings it back across. Flag stay down again. Score remains 30-16 in favour of the Rhinos. Like I said, a bit like in the first half, just really waiting for the boys to get going. Half-time came at maybe an inopportune moment.
Yeah, 100%. It'll take us a few more sets to get going here, but I'm sure we'll get over the top of them and get back to how we were at the end of that second half.
So kick down towards Rustlin, back out. It is, like I say, back out in the park. Okoro Rowe drives in. Gets towards the 20 here for Holkar. For a resurgence like they had in that first half. They put up 8 points quite easily when Leeds were on the back foot. It's Verity. Gives it on for Connor Moore. Which is beaten down in the end by Davis and Davies. This is Wilkinson back across the line. Tackled by 3. In Leeds territory again here, Holkar. Looking to make the most of the territory while they're in here as Sims breaks into the backfield. Corbin Sims gets the pass away. Nice little chip away. I believe this is Rustling on for Gatiss, and the winger does so well. What a play by Will Gatiss to stop that. What looked like a certain try.
Yeah, 100%. That was great from Gatiss there. Just with the effort and energy to get back.
Well, now Leeds also on a bit of a half break with a penalty themselves. Although Holkar are a little bit happy with turning the ball over on that area, I'll be too happy to have conceded both, not just the break, but the penalty as well.
Yeah.
We saw how much they made a difference in that first half.
Yeah, you thought they'd have learnt from it, but no, just Kenzie getting down the edge and them giving a silly penalty away.
As Leeds moving forward here through Gibbons, one of the first half try scorers for Chev Walker's side. Down just over halfway. Aldridge. Now it's Warren. It's Field, cuts back across. Up to the 40. To make it work here, Leeds. Get himself back in that rhythm they had earlier on. As Davis was the man who did that. And Davis looks like the man who could do it again. Nice little break, gives it away. Miles Harrison, can he cut back on the inside? He's got a man around his ankles. Almost here for Leeds. The attack hasn't died though. Sinfield, Grubber kicks into the backfield. That's like a knock on there. We're back to 1 for Leeds. And yet again, tables turning. Leeds on the attack. Davis out of dummy half, looking for a hat-trick himself. Leaves a man in the backfield. Corbin Sims, one of those that punches the ground. So there's something wrong with forward here, who gets back up to his feet, is limping. Definitely one of the players that Hull KR will not want to let leave the field, Tom. It's had such an impact in this game so far. Yeah,
he's been really good. His carries and his shots have been good, but we've matched him. We've matched him with all that experience, and we've got the young boys doing all right with him. So yeah.
As Edgell cuts across, loses the ball. Bridgman really picks up, but we'll pull it back for the original knock-on by Edgell. We're going back to talk about sort of Corbin Sims. The reserves gives players like yourself the opportunity to play against Super League talent. How crucial is that for sort of your development as a player? What do you get sort of learn from going up against almost the best?
Yeah, it's major. It's major. Us training with the academy is really good, but this is a chance where the boys get to learn about the game, learn that physicality and that energy, and make that next step up to the next level. We're playing against Super League players at the end of the day, so it's really good to get us up to speed.
Leeds looking to use some of that momentum they've just gained in attack and defence now. They had to do as much defending since that opening 10 minutes or so, where they had to do a lot of it. As Kororo drives into the line. Over 10 minutes played in this new half. 27 to go. Leeds Rhinos 30. Hull KR 16. It's Crooks. Pulls over to this near side. He waits. Dagger decides to go down the same way. Sends it out wide for Ryan. The hat-trick try scorer can't beat Gators on this occasion. Really good effort from the winger again. 2 big defensive plays from him there. As Dagger kicks away for Edgell, who's under it and takes it well. Tries to beat the first, it does. Alfie Edgell tries to get into the backfield. There's a straggler there though. Like we've said, a man that's never short on confidence, Alfie Edgell.
No, 100%, and that'll do loads for Alfie. You'd never expect him to not catch one of them. That's one of Alfie's best things. He's got great hands.
Say either full-back or half-back. Him and Miles Harrison swap. Definitely can play either full-back or half-back. There's not a lot of difference between the two. Both very energetic, both with great footwork. There's Davies back into the markers. Works them well. Yes, Leeds just shy of halfway. Davis waits, tries to shrug away from one and does so. Sam Davis gets the ball away then for the Leeds man who's waiting. It was Davies that was waiting. Sinfield now has worked his way over to this right edge and kicks away for Ryan. Easily taken there by the winger, who's pounced upon immediately by Toby Warren and Mackay Bridgman-Reaney. Bailey Aldridge just waiting his turn. Sam Davis, there's a penalty there for Hull KR. Sam Davis will be earning a well-earned break. Tom, he's been an absolute live wire out there for us.
Yeah, just seeing that them tries he's got there, it just shows how much how much of a foot brain he's got, and his size and his power gets us over the line really easily.
As Joe Hurd back on the field for Field, but Dagger's found a gap in behind. Will Dagger fends away from one. Brought down just short of the line there. What a try that'd have been if he'd have scored. as Holker out of dummy half. Tried to go over, but he's just short here. I believe that's Sims again. Not too far away whatsoever. As Rustling with the ball. Lalatonga guy. One of the big playmakers in scoring, in Ethan Ryan scoring his hat-trick. Almost tries to wriggle his way through, but can't on this occasion. It comes wide and it just breaks down again in the arms of Will Tate. For not the first time in this half. They're just trying to overplay a little bit now.
Yeah, they're chasing the game and they're making silly errors. But no, bit of a letdown with that quick play and half break from them. But no, great defence off the back of it to chase back and then force the error. So yeah, be proud of the boys.
So it'll be a Leeds scrum 10 metres away from their own try line. And nice opportunity here to just a bit of a settler set. I believe if they could get a penalty, it'd be even better. Just push them a little bit further up the field, but it's going to be hard work here for the outside backs as Bridgman Reaney has worked his way up towards the 30. Joe Hurd, sorry. And Davis is giving a break. Bailey Aldridge out there, and there's the penalty. That's a clap of improvement from yourself, Tom. Now, you must know as a forward how much those penalties give you that little 1% of boost of energy when you need it.
Yeah, 100%. That'll give us a massive boost and hopefully drag a bit more energy out of them for when we get down onto their goal line.
There's Leeds. Eager to add to the scoreline. Warren, such an impressive player since he's joined the club on loan. Toby Warren from York, both for the 18s and the reserves. It's now Mellor on for Hurd. Just twists himself in the tackle and hits the deck. And Leeds move towards the 20. Mellor again. I see Alex Mellor with his hands on the ball, throwing it around. So he wasn't finding much luck in that first half, but I think because he moved into that loose forward role, it just allowed him to be a little bit more agile. He used his hands a bit more. It's Hurd. Back into the markers, gets the offload away. They're using that a lot, Leeds, trying to tire the Hull KR defence out whenever they can. Aldridge does the same. There's Leeds. Sinfield. Mellor again. Back at the line of Hull KR. Twists, turns his way away and gets the offload more crucially. Aldridge out wide. Ogden flings it away. Is this Turner's try to get a hat-trick? He tries to get away. Oh, he's so close. I think he's still staying in the field of play, which is a credit to the man. I think he might be over the sideline, actually, but the space looks to have almost opened up there.
Yeah, great footy from the boys there, just playing what they see, getting the good offloads and, really good pass from Bailey to Jacob Ogden on the side there, but just unlucky not to get that last pass away.
Really unlucky not to get that last pass away. Now just trying to keep the pressure applied on. Hull KR trying to do it for Leeds and they gave away that penalty. Leeds now trying to just do the same, and that's a knock-on. A crucial knock-on from Hull KR. Verity, I believe it is, who raises his hand. Show his apologies as he puts his side right back under the press, or just right back under the pump, should I say. But Leeds now truly with the wind in their sails. Harrison, Bridgman Reaney. Big set here for the Rhinos. Could we make or break for the game, I'd say. There's Aldridge. Off for Warren. Big carry again from the Sakura has come from the bench for Leeds. Harrison connects with Sinfield. He tries to wriggle his way through a line there. Jack Sinfield does so well usually. He's got a couple of tries with the way he can step. When against Bradford Reserves being one of his most memorable this season as Davis, can he mark his debut with a try? There's 3 or 4 players around him, so it's going to be tough. It's finally brought down, meters away. Aldridge, Sittenfield, chance here for Leeds. Possible interception though. And Tate puts it down. I think he's given a knock on here, Tom, which is, again, it's doing all you can do to stop this Leeds attack. It's really in full flow as we're seeing now.
Yeah, Okay, I seem to be struggling with our attacking. You know, Jack will be a bit disappointed with that, but you know, we'll go again and it'll open up, and I'm sure I'll make up for it.
What do you think the difference that Bailey Aldridge is going to bring on the field is? After obviously Sam Davis had a great first half, what do you think Bailey's going to bring to this?
They're really similar players actually. You know, bags of talent, bags of energy. Really good vision from both of them. When Bailey sees an opportunity, he just goes for it and normally gets over every time.
And here it goes now, Bailey Aldridge. Good effort from the hooker, so close to getting over that try line. Harrison fills in at dummy half. Mellor gets that ball really well over his head. The former Bradford and Huddersfield man, making his first reserves appearance tonight. As Hurd treks back in field, there's a cover defender coming across, and it's a good hit in the end. From the Hull man, I think that's Takarangi. As Sinfield, short ball, gives it for Gibbons. Can he get a second, Joe? Won't be the first, but there's a penalty for Leeds. Sinfield got taken out late by Hull KR's rushing defence, looking to just try to shut this Leeds attack down in any way they can. Possibly, I know it looks like we're going to run it, but maybe go for the 2-pointer, would you say?
We're getting over the top of them there, and we're in plenty of scoring opportunities, so I don't see a reason why we won't play on and back ourselves to score.
As Edgell, off that great move from Mellor and Harrison, they see a move here, Leeds. You just see Warren commanding the ball to his right edge. Aldridge fakes left, goes right. Warren now. Big carry towards the line. It's brought down 5 short. There's Mellor. Hurd. Big carry from the prop. He's a big minutes, Joe Hurd. Really credible from the man wearing number 8 tonight. It's Aldridge. Flat pass for Davies. Well taken this time. Which side are they going to go here? I don't know. They'll go left or go right here, Leeds. Got options either side. In the end, held up Billy Davies, which we sort of knew if he'd got his way over there. I think that would have been a remarkable play from the man wearing 16 for the Rhinos. If they decide to go right, Aldridge fakes, gives it to Harrison, keeps it going for Sinfield, but it's taken one. Manages to get that ball away in the end though for Gaitus. It's waved to be play on. He cuts back inside here, Gaitus. Offload away onto Bridgman Reaney, who in turn offloads here. Edgell tries a little bit of a step. This will be a remarkable try. Oh no! Edgell's so close in the end. Remarkable hands there, Tom.
Yeah, really good off-the-cuff play by the balls and from the boys, and finished in a really good spot actually. It's an ideal turnover right in the corner, 5 and 5. The boys will D up here and we'll pin them in.
So let's see that defence as there's just a stoppage in play. Referee moving the players back. And Ethan Ryan, a hat-trick tonight for the winger, looking to play the ball again. It's Hull KR. Not really shown a lot of venom since scoring after only 7 minutes played. As we approach the last 17 minutes or so of this game. Leeds Rhinos 30, Hull KR 16. Dagger, slow. Outside of the boot, gets it away. Edgell and Gaitus are both back. It's that man Edgell who takes in the end, but then decides to feed Gaitus. As that duo combining for a great little play down in this corner that almost saw Edgell get his way over. Now it's Ogden. Not seen a lot of action from the Jamaican international, but comes back in field searching for that ball. Trying to do what he can. Davis giving a well-earned break now by Leeds. And by Chev Walker as Edgell into the line. Chopped down, and that's going to be a penalty. For a head-eye tackle. There's just a bit of coming together afterwards, but nothing too sinister there. So the clock stops here just for Edgell is checked. A lot of rugby. Coming up, a lot of live rugby. Coming up for the Rhinos, of course, as the Martin Kemp comes to Emerald Headingley Stadium next Thursday night, and there's also an under-18s curtain raiser. Will be hopefully full of a lot of action for that too. Plus, there's, like I say, the next reserves game on the 30th, plus scholarship action as well at the stadium as Bridgman Marini in at the line. Force down 5 away here, Leeds. They've had 3 consecutive sets earlier, but can they break them this time? Mellor, big charge from the second row. It was moved into loose forward, I think, from what it looks like. Now Aldridge, flat pass, gives it to Harrison. Not a lot for the halfback to do. Instead, does really well. What a great solo try this. If Harrison can get over, there's enough bodies around him though, holding him up. Aldridge, chance here for Leeds, but it fades away. It's well taken in the end by Tom Wilkinson. The play breaks down. That must be just be frustrating, Tom.
Yeah, 100%. We're in a really good position there to score a try, but can't get it right always. But the boys will be up, and we'll get that next opportunity. Not
for the first time. When you have sort of 3 consecutive sets, you've got them under the pump. You want to be making them pay.
Yeah, you want to punish them, ideally with a try, but a bit of a let off for them really. But the boys will be up, and we'll go again. We'll get another opportunity.
So we're approaching 15 minutes or so to go here as Dawson taken down in a challenge, but Leeds guilty of a strip. And Hull KR, can they finish with a little bit of a flurry? This game's very much not over. I don't want to say that just yet. With 15 minutes to go, there's only 14 points or so in it. There's Tate in at the line for KR here. And just to keep his feet in the tackle, does really well. Now it's with Okoro. Comes up with the error though. And although it looked like we were going to be back on the pump, under the pump defensively, it's those fine margins that's coming good for us at the minute. There's another penalty. So back to back. You're just in cruise control. Yeah, really good from the boys. Look, I'll be disappointed with that, error and then giving a penalty away on the next tackle. But the boys will thrive off this, and we'll go good. Just from your thoughts, another try for Leeds, does that seal it for you? Never say never, but we're looking comfortable and we're looking good. So we'll see how the rest of the game goes. It's a very stark contrast to that opening 10 minutes that was so frantic. On both sides, neither side looked like they wanted to keep the ball. Hull KR took the advantage to get that 8-0 lead, but Leeds with a remarkable comeback to lead this game. 30 points to 16 as Hurd, who's left on the turf. Big hit from on the prop. It's Harrison. Edgell takes another big shot. Crooks off the edge. This time a dagger off the edge this time. Crooks is there though, but Aldridge manages to evade him and run away. Now on the 5th with the Rhinos here. 20 metres away. Sinfield fakes to go left, brings it back over to the right. Gatiss is going up. It takes the legs of Ethan Ryan, and that is a stone cold penalty. So he tried to do all he could and tried to disturb the winger. But in the end, the more superior player, as you would say, obviously Will, definitely not as old as his counterpart Ethan Ryan is. But of course, you've got to do all you can against these boys. That's the only reason. That's the only way that you win, is that age isn't a factor, and you show age isn't a factor. Yeah, 100%. Will's dealt with him all game, and he's gonna hopefully get over for a few tries against him. But we'll see how it goes. He'll be disappointed with himself. Will there? There's the giveaway, the knock on, but no, he'll be disappointed with that. But he'll get it right next time. Just a note as well on. We've not really spoken about him a lot because he's not been in the action that much. But Mackay Bridgman-Reaney coming in from the Leeds City College Leeds Rhinos Foundation development squad. How have you found that he's settled into the team? Yeah, he's settled in really well. He's really confident as Mackay, in his ability and what he can do. So
No, it's just a shame we've not seen him that much this game, but like we said, he's played really well for us before, and we've got the full season ahead of us yet, so I'm sure he'll show what he can do at a later date.
A Stanningley boy as well, like yourself, of course. Played a lot of his junior rugby down here. As Leeds with making the changes, so Davis back on the field and Warren coming off for Leeds 2. Bailey Aldridge being the other that's come off. Touch on the final change, who else has come on for Leeds, but must be a play on here as Mellor goes at the line, tries to shrug his way away, so it's Danny Salkeld, shrugs away from 2. Lalatonga has to intervene. Dangerous here for Leeds. Warning sirens going all over the field. Davis. Late hit on Hurd. Means that Leeds get a fresh set of 6. 15 or so metres away from the Hull KR line, and Hull KR just getting a talking to here because they've been really scrappy, especially since scoring, whether they're trying too hard or just trying to stop this Leeds go forward, this momentum. It's Hurd into the line again, big carry from Hurd, Joe Hurd. A clap of approval from Tom Nicholson-Watton, and the prop scores for Leeds. So with under 10 minutes to go, so it's nearly game, set and match here. Leeds Rhinos 34, Hull KR 16, kick to come. You could just see the smile on your face. You're really proud of him, Tom.
Yeah, 100%. He's gone straight over the top of him there. He's just hit him late off at ball and Joe's ran straight at him and got over the top of him and got down for the try. He'll be really happy with himself, sure.
He really deserves it as well for the effort he's putting in this game.
Yeah, 100%. Big minutes from Joe, and he's just going to thrive off it.
It's going to help his development so much. He's able to put in minutes like this and produce performances like he is doing. It's a pretty straightforward conversion for Jack Sinfield, looking to convert his 6th from pretty much in front. And that goes comfortably between the uprights. Makes it a 20-point game, beg your pardon. Really, very little way back for Hull KR here. I know you say never, but we're getting to that point in the game where actually the witching hour's gone past. It is, unless there's a real turnaround here, it is going to be a good win here for the Rhinos.
Yeah, it looks like we've sealed the deal, but rugby league's it's an interesting game. You can see teams come back from anything, but no, got real confidence in the boys to seal this game off.
So we're inside the last 10 here at Stanningley. Just a note from yourself, Tom, actually, Bondley saying that, how great is it to bring rugby league and Rhinos Rugby League back to Stanningley after the last 2 years?
Yeah, it's great. It's especially good for all the Stanley boys in the team, playing on a home turf, and especially this pitch here, it's in really good nick. They're doing some upgrades on it at the minute and getting it in good nick for the summer season, so no, it'd be really nice playing here. It's a shame we're not playing at Headingley because that's our home ground, but can't think of a better pitch to play on other than Headingley, so yeah.
I say it's always a pleasure being down here as Hull KR go in to score. It's a late effort from the Hull KR man, unsure of the scorer.
It was Will Tate,
I think it is Will Tate. I think you're right. As his 2nd of the game. As Dagger tries with the conversion. It's finally gone through this time. It's a score 36-22. Well, hopefully we're not commentators cursing here. Tom saying that earlier. Capitalising on the Leeds error there. Hull KR to make sure that they get another try, and it's another winger try as well. Was it a Coro Row? Charges that ball in, gets plenty of post-contact meters. Good effort from the prop back on the field. Cullen. Nathan Cullen now, in at the line. Is it to Rustling? Sent across the line. Dagger, they're starting to play a little bit here, Hull KR. There's a bit of danger here as Crooks gives it off inside to Ryan. 3 tries for him already today. Gives it to Lalu Tonga guy. And there is a real comeback here. Is he tackled? What an effort! What a tackle, Will Gatus and Alfie Edgell. Absolutely brilliant as Hull KR here come across the line. And it's another try. It's getting just a little tense for what we like here. It's getting a little too tense.
Yeah, it is. But no, we'll see how the rest of the boys will group together here and have a conversation and seal the game off.
Late charge here from Hull KR. Kick to come makes this an 8-point game. And Dagger can convert this time. Like I say, it's 8-point game. The Leeds, I think, also felt like they'd wrap the points up here. So getting the shot, 5 minutes to go. Can't afford any more scores here, the Rhinos. As Sinfield gets us the restart underway, down towards that far side where Wilkinson waits. Now it's Kirkbright. It's way towards the 40 for Hull KR. That's a little show and go there, and that's Bailey Dawson. Moves Hull KR towards the halfway. Dagger. So dangerous. Will Dagger fires a pass out for Ethan Ryan. Just beats Gatus. Doesn't beat the cover man. I believe that's Miles Harris who was coming across there to prevent that winger getting another try. But instead, they switch the play. Rustling are onto the far edge. Gets the ball away. Brilliant pass. Good defence from Leeds again to bring Will Tate down. Still, this attack comes forward. Rustling kicks it behind. There's a man chasing. And Leeds going to get there. Yes, they are. Alfie Edgell does really well. It's a really tense last 5 minutes this, Tom. I don't think... I'd say it's squidgy bum time.
Yeah, you could say that. No, but all confident in the boss. Some really good efforts there by Kenzie and Gatus that we saw. And Alfie there just knocking the ball out, making sure we're controlling the game. But I've got Billy on now, fresh middle. Bags of energy is Billy, and I'm sure he put loads of effort in to make sure we secure this game.
Well, he's had a great game so far, Billy Davis. As Moore charges that ball back into the line. Verity waits at hooker. Gives it to Dawson. Making a few more metres himself here, the second rower. Can they hang on here? The young Rhinos, Verity. Rustling, ball back inside of Cora Row. Big carry. The prop so close. There's Rustling out to Dagger. The ball keeps moving here. Chips out wide, looking for Ryan. And the ball this time just too long. So dangerous if the winger would have got that one down. The Leeds actually forced the ball out, which means it's another goal line dropout. The pressure's still on the boys, Tom. It must be relentless.
Yeah, this is the energy burner, this. But, the boys are doing really well. Really good effort there by Will Gatus to make an effort to get to the ball and knock it out.
So another dropout, a second consecutive dropout for Leeds. Not as good this time. It's picked up by Lala Tonga guy. Charged back in by Moore. Just gently canters his way into the line. Verity, a Cora Row. Another big carry from the prop. Leeds have really struggled to deal with him in this game. as Leeds move those middles around. Let's say Davis coming on, but here come KR. Lawatonga guy tries the ball over the top. It's forward. As Tate goes over in the corner, and they're going to give this, I think, the referee. He is going to give it. That's a third try of the game for Will Tate now. I've passed a little bit forward, I'd say. A little suspect from Lawatonga guy.
Yeah, I think it went backwards initially, but then must have come off one of our players to go in the favour of KR. But what can you do? The boys will regroup and hopefully they'll go again. We'll defend the set and seal the game.
I think that's what the referee must have seen there, in that it must have come off the Leeds man. As Dagger stabs it across, hits the post with the conversion. So unlucky. Makes it a 4-point game. What a finish we've got on our hands here at Stanningley. Leeds Rhinos 36, Hull KR 32. I said it can't be long left. There was only 5 minutes to go, about 5 minutes ago. Sinfield kicks down towards Ruston, gives it a Coro row. They know the game is in their grasp here, Hull KR. Leeds got to be really resilient in defence. If they're going to keep Hull KR and hold on for this win. Verity, rustling, ball inside. Dawson tries to skip away from one tackle. Brilliant in the end. From Alex Mellor, sorry. As Verity now, Mellor there, chops him down along with Davis. Hull KR play with some tempo here. Dagger fires the ball for Crooks. Cuts back across the field. There's a man down for Leeds, but it's Mackay Bridgman-Reaney. Gets back up, makes the tackle. On the fifth here with Dagger. Off to Takarangi, fires that pass out wide as well. It's a little chip and chase on for here for Hull KR. The ball comes off a Leeds man. Is it going to be play on? It's a knock on, and Leeds survive. So there's high fives all around from the boys. There's a Leeds man who's been left down in the backfield. But with that, Tom, man of the match, who do you think has impressed you? Not for both teams.
Joe Ware's gone really well. Played big minutes. Joe Gibbons as well has gone really well. I think Alfie Edgell's been really good at full-back, so just seeing him putting his body on the line there, making sure the boys get the ball back and get the win. So yeah, it's a tough one to be honest. I can't. It would probably be one of them three, but I can't put a name on it.
I think I definitely agree with your choices there. 3 very big performances from 3 very young players. When you compare who's out there for both teams. Hull KR lose the man who is staying on the field, which is interesting. Doesn't look almost 100%, but he's going to battle it out for these last few moments here at Stanningley. As Leeds looking to just control the game here. It's Gatiss. Simple carry in at the line, down over the 20. Leeds just waiting for that final whistle. Hurd. It's down just 30 out here. Davis. It's a big challenge. Bridgman-Reaney, sorry. Into that challenge. It's Gatiss again on the 4th. Just runs at Hull KR's edge, works that ball out there, and that's full time here at Stanningley and Leeds. Despite a second half fight back, Leeds Rhinos Reserves hold on to beat Hull KR Reserves